So we'll continue with the 1-1 Understand Ratios Notes handout. We've already done these first 7. And now we're at the bottom of the sheet. Graham, you gonna find your sheet, honey? Okay, so we're gonna be down at the bottom where we're looking at this table. Now in this table, we have a list of ingredients, and over on the right, we have the amount of those ingredients. So I want you to imagine that you're the one making this lemonade, okay? Measuring and pouring. As a matter of fact, I think I have some measuring cups in here. Here we go. We're just gonna pretend. Oh. Here's my measuring cups right here. We're just gonna pretend. So if you look here, you'll see this measures liquid. 1 cup of liquid, 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups. See, this is a measuring cup. And if you look at these, this right here is also something that would hold 1 cup. All right? So imagine we're using these. Make this lemonade. This table shows the ingredients needed to make some lemonade. How many cups of lemonade would this recipe make? Well, let's look at it. Imagine I've got a big bowl here.
10 cups.
How'd you get that?
If you add it over.
That's exactly right. So for the lemon juice, we would fill this up twice and pour it into our big bowl. So how many cups would we have so far? We'd have 2, the 2 cups. And then we would get the simple syrup we had made, and we would fill this up once and pour it into our big bowl. So how many cups do we have now? 3. And then we'd go to the water fountain, the water faucet, or the water on our refrigerator. How many times would we fill this up?
7.
7 times. Fill it up, pour it in. Fill it up, pour it in. Fill it up, pour it in. We would do that 7 times. So then, all together, we would have 10 cups of lemonade. So this is the total amount we would have after we put 2 cups of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 1 cup of simple syrup, and 7 cups of water. That would give us 10. That's the total. All right? So, yes, ma'am. Oh, I thought you were asking a question. So you understand where the 10 came from? All right. You'd be able to do that on your own? Use this table to answer the following questions. Now, that number 10 won't always be used, but it might sometimes. What does that number 10 represent? Give me your best guess.
How many lemonades are?
That's the total, right? How many total cups of lemonade there are. Out of the 10, 2 of the cups are lemon juice. That would be mighty sour to drink if we didn't have it mixed with this other stuff. 1 cup of simple syrup, that would be way too sweet to drink unless we had it mixed all together. 7 cups of water. Water's refreshing, but it doesn't have any flavor. But you put all this together and you have 10 total cups of yummy lemonade. So number 8, Addie, read number 8 for us, please.
Write a ratio to compare the number of cups of lemon juice to the total number of cups of lemonade.
So I'm going to underline the key words. We're comparing lemon juice. I said underline and then I circled it. We're comparing lemon juice to total cups. You see what we're comparing there? Graham, what numbers will I use to do this comparison? 2 and what, sir?
1.
Well, 2 would be lemon juice. What's the other number we need? What's the other thing we're comparing?
Lemonade.
Total cups of lemonade. What's the total number of cups of lemonade? Well, it didn't say water, honey. It said total cups of lemonade. Well, no, that's 10, honey. See how it says lemonade right there? And that's 10 total cups? Do you see that?
Yes.
Do you understand where the 10 came from when we put all of this together?
Yes.
Okay, so the bottom number's gonna be a 10 because that's how many total cups we have. So you've got a beautiful ratio here. On the top, I'm gonna put L for lemon juice. On the bottom, I'm gonna put T for total. So we've got 2 out of 10.
But it's not even, so you have to do it again.
It is, and both of these are even numbers, which make them divisible by what?
2.
We are going to divide by 2. So guys,
It becomes 1/5.
1/5. Now there's your best answer. Now guys, when you guys give me ratios, you're going to get most of the points. You will never fail a homework paper or a quiz because you don't reduce right. You'll get most of the points for having the right ratio. You'll get all the points if you reduce it correctly, okay? So I don't want you to worry if you're not good at reducing right now. You're going to get better as the year progresses, and I will always let you use your divisibility sheet. All right, so do you see how this reduced? All right, so let's flip over and see what else we have. Now this next question, number 9, is still using that table. So we might have to flip back and forth. Hannah, read number 9 for us.
How does the number of cups of syrup in lemon juice compare to the number of cups of water?
Now in a ratio, that word 2 is usually what separates the top number from the bottom number. Anybody know what's going to go on top? And I'm looking for words. I'm looking for words. What's going to go on the top? What do you think, Miss Hannah?
L for lemon juice.
Well, read it carefully. You're not.
Syrup. I mean,
Okay. You're tap dancing around the right answer. Isn't it both of them? Isn't it simple syrup and lemon juice? See that word and? It's a conjunction that pulls two things together. So on the top, I'm going to have syrup and lemon juice. Syrup and lemon juice. Graham, does that make sense that on the top, because of the way it's written, we have syrup and lemon juice? Okay. So syrup and lemon juice goes on the top, and we're comparing that to what? Addie, what are we comparing that to?
the syrup and lemon juice.
Well, we already said that. What are we comparing it to?
They're comparing it to the water.
Water, there we go. Water goes on the bottom. So you're going to have to flip over, and on the top, we're putting the syrup and the lemon juice. So what number goes on the top? What do you think, Hannah?
3.
You are correct. Hey, Graham, what's going to go on the bottom?
2. 10.
What does the W stand for?
Water.
So look at your table and tell me what's going to go on the bottom.
Water.
Look at your table. Tell me what's going to go on the bottom. Do you see the word water?
7.
That's right. 7's going to go on the bottom. 3/7. Beautiful ratio. Now let's see if that can be reduced. I know it's not divisible by 2 because these are not even numbers. Let's see if they're divisible by 3. Well, 3 is divisible by 3, but when you're reducing fractions, both numbers have to be divisible by the same thing. Is 7 divisible by 3?
No.
It's not. So this is one of those fractions that cannot be reduced. It's completely simplified as it is. So I need to pause this video and start
Hi,
another.
John.
Everybody says hi, John. We miss
Hi,
you.
John.